Thought it'd come down to about 4 possessions. One time we gave up a layup. Next time we fell down, gave up another layup, and come down and missed, about 3 out of 4 foul shots. But give our team credit, played hard, battled, kept playing. You know, everybody says, you know, we probably are a bubble team, but I just want to make this clear. We won 20 games, 11 games in the conference. No team that's won 10 or more since 1999 never got into the NCAA tournament. We just played the #1 team in the country down to the wire. And if we're not one of the teams, that's hard to believe. And we're playing in the 3rd best conference RPI-wise in the country. Now, compare that to the men's side. And the reason I say that, I'm watching the game the other day. Oklahoma men that are playing, they've won 5 games in the conference, and they're on the bubble. I mean, is that amazing that we won 11 and we're on the bubble and they won 5? And nothing against Oklahoma, man. I'm just making a comparison. I mean, it's calculated so different on the men and women's side. I mean, it really is. On the women's side, they're looking for a lot of mid-majors. They're looking for a lot of that. I mean, and on the men's side, man, you better be a Power 5. You can have 5 wins on the men's side and get in. I mean, it's a big difference. And it's frustrating to me that we can play the #1 team. Nothing against Baylor. Baylor's a great team. I think Baylor got a chance to win it all. But it's frustrating. We can take them down to the wire, and we're a bubble team with 11 wins in the conference. Shouldn't happen. Shouldn't. In the 3rd best RPI league in the country. Should not happen. Should not happen. Give our girls credit. Did a great job. Great job. But you know, I say great job, but, you know, we should have won the game. We should have won that game. We were right there to win that game. We didn't win it. We didn't execute down the stretch. And that's something that you got to do to beat a team like Baylor. You know, I do want to say Brown, even though she got in foul trouble and only had 8 points, I think she's the best player in the conference and probably the best player in the country. Give her credit. She's the only player. You know, I always hear these other players. Well, there's a lot of great players in this conference, a lot of great players. But you got to guard Brown with 3 people. You got whoever's on the ball's got to get ball pressure. Whoever's Gardner's got to front her, and whoever's weak side's got to close her in. I don't know any other player in the Big 12 we got to put 3 people on. I really don't. Any other player. So that's why I think she's the best player in the conference. Best player in the conference. You know, I thought we did a good job on her. She got a little bit of foul trouble. But I just want to say that, shoot, she's hard to guard. She's hard to guard. And that's what makes everybody around her good, because you got to put 3 on her. And that leaves other people open. I mean, it really does. But great crowd again. I thought going down the stretcher, we had great crowds. We were right there, man. We were right there. We were down 3 and had a wide open 3 and missed it. We were right there. I would just like to sing to put pressure on them, because they hadn't had a lot of pressure on them going down the stretch here with the score tied with about 2 minutes to go. Anything can happen. But give them credit. They made the plays we did. Any questions?
What's different about playing a #1 team?
I think you get. I think Baylor. Honestly, I enjoy playing Baylor because they're good. I mean, that's the only way you see where your team is, and who has heart and who doesn't have heart, and who's going to play hard. I enjoy playing them whether they're #1 or not #1. But #1, you know, that gives you a little bit more incentive. I mean, you have a target on your back. They've had a target on their back all year. Give them credit. They've found ways to win, so give them credit on that.
Coach, offensively, you said, you know, missing some shots down the stretch, but kind of a rough start as well, only shooting 26% in the first quarter.
How many? Missed a bunch of foul shots, missed a bunch of layups. I mean, if you shoot 50% of your layups, I mean, the layups, nobody around, we'd probably be in the game a lot more. But, you know, that happens. I mean, it shouldn't happen, but it does happen.
What were you guys able to do to step up defensively after a couple rough outings lately on defense?
We just played hard, man. It's all about heart. It's all about following the game plan. I thought in the beginning we didn't follow the game plan. We weren't getting ball pressure. We weren't getting weak side. And then, if you notice, I took a timeout about 1 minute. When's the last time I took a timeout 1 minute into the game? I mean, we were taking bad shots. We weren't following the game plan on defense. So I just take a timeout. Got to take a timeout and get them refocused again because we weren't focused starting the game.
Coach, the bubble label that you were bringing up, does that give your team any extra motivation heading into the conference tournament, or is that something you just kind of?
No, it's just me. You know, they're not. I mean, we don't discuss it with them. But I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. 11 wins in the third RPI league in the country, and some of the teams we beat. I think we got 4 or 5 against top. What is the top? What is it they call it, level or whatever? I mean, are you kidding me? And we're on the bubble? Hell, he don't know.
Do you think you answered that question tonight about belonging in the tournament?
About what?
That you deserve to be in the tournament.
Oh, yeah, I think 11 wins answered that question, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't know a lot of teams could play with Baylor like we did tonight down to the stretch. No other team has. I mean, in the league. So, I mean, and I'm not saying, you know, there's a lot of good teams in this country, but I see some of these teams, man, it just blows my mind. It just blows my mind. And on the men's side, it wouldn't happen. It would not happen on the men's side. It would not happen. Can you imagine a 11-win team on the men's side in the Big 12 doesn't get in? Can you imagine what would happen? It would never happen. I think they would cancel the basketball season for a year. It would never happen. It just would not happen. It would not happen on the men's side. And it should not happen on the women's side either. It really shouldn't. Now, do we need to go to the tournament and play well? Yeah, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying it's frustrating to me to watch what's going on out there. And that's really frustrating to me right now. Any other questions?
Coach, what do you think about your seniors tonight on senior night and kind of their impact throughout the season?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Naomi, been a great senior for us. Teresa, Katrina, you know, she's still at ankle, can't move well and that, but she's giving it everything she has. So they're all 3 graduating. They're all 3 great young ladies. So very proud of them. They all 3 gave everything they had tonight. So very proud of them. They'll be very successful. And they got a degree leaving. That's the most important thing. They have a degree.
Coach, do you think focusing on Brown a little bit more is what opened up Cox to
Sure.
have such a night?
She opens up everybody. I mean, that's my point. She opens up everybody. When you got to tie 3 people up on one player, the other people, they don't have to. I mean, you saw them overplaying Tynese Martin, all right? You can do that when you don't have to tie up 3 people on one player. I mean, that's the difference. And anybody demands 3 people, pretty good player. Pretty good player. I've never seen anybody go a triple and 2 on Tynese or any other player in the Big 12. I mean, I've never seen it. So, I mean, give her credit, man. She demands that.